We're joined now by Warsaw head football coach Ryan Boyer. Coach Boyer, thanks so much for your time tonight.
Hey, no problem. Can you guys hear me all right?
We can hear you outstanding. Coach, big win tonight over Versailles. Tell us about the ballgame.
We're really stressed for our kids. It's coming out and being ready right out of the gate. It was we've been at home for the last 2 weeks, and so it's a conference game. We knew they'd be up for their homecoming. We're really pleased to have a kids' preparation work all week, and that's how it came out and executed right from the get-go.
Coach, you get a big win tonight over Versailles. You're coming off of that, puts you at 5-0. Tell us a bit about your team and what you're doing really well at this point of the season.
It always starts with our leadership. Our senior leadership. They've a lot of them have a lot of experience, and they just bought into the process. And those underclassmen, they follow right in. And we knew to start the year, we wanted to challenge our team, find out who we were in those first few weeks, and whether it's wins or losses, but really just find out the character of us and what we're really about. We're fortunate that bought in success, and we've just been able to build off that.
Coach, you give up just one first down tonight, I believe. Talk about the defensive side of the ball, and who are some of the kids that are really standing out for you?
Yeah, we preached it, playing fast, playing physical, and it starts up front on the D line there with Dakota Todd and Trent Downing and Kendall Bagley. Those are 3 senior guys for us, and J.C. Minks and some of these other guys that are underclassmen. They rotate in there and keep them fresh. And for them, I like to give them as much credit as possible because we had to send them a lot to take on a double team and keep our linebackers free, and they take pride in that, and they're still able to get some stats in the stat boxes. But then there at middle are our 2 middle linebackers. They feed off each other, both at middle linebacker and running back, Josh Harris and Jason Freese. And then, on the back end of things, they keep it in front. Our outside linebacker, Drake Merle, he's just a heck of a player. He was All-State kid for us last year. And he's kind of a field general out there. And Breckenbridge, Brecken's a true freshman. And they fly around, and like I said, they big impact guys and really set the edge and keep everything where it needs to be.
Coach, have you been able to stay relatively healthy this year?
Yeah, we have. You get this time of year, you're going to have some dings and things like that. All of our guards, he got down this week, but overall, we know you're going to have that adversity, and that's what we always preach our program. Next man up, and you got to be ready to go. And again, our kids have bought into that. So it's been good, and I know again, the special teams and everything. These are things that don't get talked about a lot or covered. And our kids, underclassmen, we always tell them that's your quickest ticket on the field, and they flown around and helped us win that phase of things too.
And Coach, what point of the season do you kind of start taking a sneak peek at the district standings? Lamar is at the top of it right now, but they lost tonight to Mount Vernon. Stockton already, I think, have gotten in the win side of it. Your win has not been posted yet on the district side, but at what point do you maybe start taking a peek at that and hoping to maybe get a home field advantage?
It's hard not to follow a little bit week to week, but we break our season up into thirds. You get to that first third, which everything's new and fresh, and we always tell the kids, this middle third can sometimes be the most difficult because the news worn off, and you're not quite there to that end of the season where you can see the playoffs. So, I'd say probably you get into that last third, you start really paying attention to it. But we try our best just to take it 1 week at a time, one step at a time, and make sure we stay focused at the week ahead and stay humble with our success.
Coach, you've got an El Dorado Springs team next week at home. They were 3-1 going into tonight. What do you know about the Bulldogs?
Yeah, Coach Long's done a good job. That's home for him, and he was there for a while and went over to Lamar and came back, and he's done a good job getting a lot of kids out, hasn't playing hard and having success. And any given week you got to be ready, and there'll be another conference opponent, and so do it. You know, they're always plays physical and hard, and we expect nothing less. So we told our kids, we tell them every Friday, you get 24 hours to enjoy this one, and you got to switch gears and get ready for your next one. And so we know it'll be a dogfight, and they'll be ready to go.
Coach, you mentioned, conference match there, and I know there's been so much movement, with conferences. Kind of fill the listeners in a little bit on who's in your conference and where you are right now with regards to that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, a lot of shifting, and unfortunately, I feel like high schools feel like they got to follow suit with colleges, so it can make you get a little interesting on your scheduling. But for us, we didn't have a ton. Buffalo left our conference, and Adrian took their place, and so for us, it goes Adrian, Butler, El Dorado Springs, Sherwood, Versailles, and then ourselves. And as far as our schedule goes, we have El Dorado next week, and then we finish with Butler. So, when you talk goals for your season, that's obviously a big goal for our team, for our seniors, is to win that conference outright. And again, you have a checklist. You don't get ahead of yourself, but so these next 2 weeks, we know that's something that's big and can kind of help light that fire, keep that fire lit, and the preparation of things.
Very good. Well, Coach, again, visiting with the Coach Ryan Boyer of Warsaw. Coach, I really appreciate you. This is your first visit here on Friday Night Live, the high school scoreboard show on the Missouri Sports Network, and I greatly appreciate that. And Adam Howe for helping kind of set this up, get me your number. And I know I texted you earlier today, but I really appreciate you being part of the show.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me on. Anytime we could, I'd say get a little extra coverage. Maybe tell our kids, they work the tail off, and I love to be able to get their successes out there. So I appreciate you guys taking the time.
You bet, Coach. Hey, best of luck this week, and hopefully we'll get to visit with you here throughout the season. And we have a rule. You have to make 3 appearances to become an official friend of the show. So this is one.
Okay. All right. Well, yep. Well, step 1, we'll check that box.
All right. Coach, have a great night. God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.